Okay, this is how you thaw a frozen rat. This is a pinky. You put it in room temperature water until it's thawed, and then you change it out with, well, I change it out with 100-degree water so that it is the proper temperature for the snake, because snakes like things that are the exact temperature of rats, and well, rats are about 100 degrees. See, I use a thermometer that is for a fish tank because I have so many, and what I do now is I'll probably have to change the water a few times, but I check the temperature against the rat and see, and then once I get it to 100 degrees, I put hotter water in so that it holds the temperature until I get it to the tank. And I wanted to show you, use paper towel to dry them off because they don't really like them wet. And then in everybody's arsenal for reptile keeping, you should have a kitchen scale that reads in grams. I always weigh my rats before I feed them because I do put them in a data for my tracking for my snake. And this one's 11 grams, and there she is. That's Melody. She's got a pretty good food response. I just moved her to this tank yesterday, so we'll see. What I'm currently doing is pretending I'm a rat. I'm shaking and trying to get her to strike at me. See? She struck. I did just take her hide off. So we'll see if she'll actually eat. There she goes. There's number one. Now I just have to wait until she eats that and see if she's still hungry. So, takes her, that one's a little bigger than normal. The last one she ate was 9 ounces or grams, and this one was 11. It took her 3 minutes last time. You can see it's about the same size as you see that biggest part on her right here. You don't want to go any bigger than the largest part on a snake, because then they won't eat it, or if they do eat it, it can hurt them. Now she's going to reposition it. She is a spinner, and spinners have the spider gene, and she does have a bit of the wobble, which you probably could see whenever she was doing her food response there. When she swallows, you can really see it. $8 grams is what the other one weighs. Saying that more out loud so I can write it down then for you guys. Sorry for the cough. I am allergic to rats, and I cough typically whenever I'm feeding, so that's why normally whenever I post videos I have my sound off. Now you'll see, most likely once she gets in the air, you'll see what I'm talking about her wobble. Yeah, she is looking directly at me. Hopefully I didn't take this out of the water too soon, because she might not take it if it's too cold. Some are really particular. My other one, she has to have it at the right temperature or she won't eat. Got a little bedding in her mouth, but it should be okay. And her food. She's tasting it with her tongue. Dang it, I dropped it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. Because, see, she might go after it still. We're going to see. Go get it. Don't look at me. Sometimes they will go after it whenever they drop. So we'll see. Looks like she's gonna. Yep. She's such a good girl. Now that's what I call a piggy girl, but see that right there? That right there, that is wobble. But it does not affect their eating, as you can tell. It does not affect anything really. They just don't have an equilibrium like a normal snake does. A lot of wobbles, you could turn them over onto their back, and it'll take them a really long time to notice that they're on their back. But they'll eat fine, they drink fine, they shed fine, they breed fine, and they're still really good snakes. Just like my girl here, Melody Pond, as you can tell. She's trying to get it around so that it's head first, as you can tell, since she picked it up on its side. Over she goes. She's excited, and I know that excitement is one thing that causes wobble to get even worse. And obviously she's excited because she got another food item today, where normally she would just get one. So she's very excited, so she obviously had wobble more. But she's doing it. She's getting it there. Hopefully this makes her a little less hungry. She's been eating every 3 to 4 days now, because since I got her 2 weeks ago, and I fed her a week later, and she was hungry 2 days later, so I fed her on the 4th day, and then I fed her again 3 days later because it was a small rat that day, and then today is her 3rd feeding, which is 3 days from the last one. And she says nom nom nom. See if I can get the lid on without her striking at me today. Last time she struck at me, she probably will. She's actually a really sweet girl. She's just got a really high food response, as you could tell. And almost done. I just have to get it on and then get the clip in the back. And I'll move her hide later once she's settled down a bit. And I hope you enjoyed.